Let's say hello to the besties. Oh. Do you ever get a song stuck in your head from like back in Girl Guides?
Girl Guides?
Yeah. Sometimes I'll be lying in bed. Like last night I was falling asleep.
Which song?
Listen to the earth, it's singing to me.
No, I get like Hermie the Worm.
Which one?
Hermie the Worm.
I know it. I know I don't remember it. Wait, I'm thinking of Sally the Camel has 2 humps. Hermie the Worm has 2 humps.
Singing with my llamas. Remember that one?
Oh.
There's so many actions to that one.
Ooh, you have to update us on what you read.
What did I read?
I gave you a million books and you said you were going to try some of them.
Read Mistborn. So I want to read whatever the one is called after Mistborn.
So you liked Mistborn enough to continue?
Yes.
That's very exciting.
Yes. And then I read...
Addie LaRue?
Yes.
Which you've read before?
Yeah.
Apparently?
Couldn't remember a thing about it. Didn't even remember how it ended.
But
I liked it. That's weird. You'd think if I didn't remember it at all that it was because I didn't like it, but I did like it, so I can't explain that.
This is so funny because behind the scenes, you guys, we've been talking about V.E. Schwab for like 2 years now, because I've given her like that one trilogy and then something else and then something else, and in my mind it was all rooted in Addie LaRue, because in my memory I had given her Addie LaRue, she loved it. And then I gave her all of these other V.E. Schwabs. But every time I brought it up... Which is possible. And I've cut it out of all of the videos because the conversation is pointless. But we keep having this conversation where I'm like, I know you've read Addie LaRue. And she's like, stop saying that. I haven't read it. But now it turns out, after all of this, she has read it. Now she's read it twice. Yep. It's got to be your favorite book of all time if you read it twice.
Of all time. Absolutely.
I love Addie LaRue. I feel like when it first came out, I was really hyped about it. Mm-hmm. And then a bunch of other people read it and hated it. And so in my mind, it was always like V.E. Schwab's like least popular thing. But it turns out like everyone kind of loves it. It's a collective like favorite of hers.
Yeah. Which one haven't you read?
Barry Our Bones and Midnight Soil.
Oh.
I know. I keep planning to read it. And I keep seeing it at your house. I took a picture of her bookshelf while I was there a couple days ago. So you guys can see how beautiful it is. That's the one I need to read.
Already full, and so I've had to move on to other shelves already. Yep. Yep.
Hey, what else did you read?
So I'm in the middle of the final act of Juliet Willoughby.
Oh, exciting. Okay, see, I didn't know if that's one you were going to get to soon, so I didn't prioritize it. So I haven't started that one as our buddy read. Is it going well?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Is it like a historical mystery?
It feels, some parts feel a little historical, because they flash back to Juliet Willoughby's timeline. We're also in the timeline of the person who's telling her story.
Oh, okay.
So we're going back and forth. I do have something on my radar for today. If it was supposed to be released today, so we'll see if it's there.
Oh my god, exciting!
Yeah.
Does it fit the buzzword prompts? Which are, of course.
Oh, I don't remember now. I don't remember anymore.
The cover has to be metallic, and then the title is a job or career or something.
Don't think so.
Okay, well, let's see if we can find it. Don't be scared. I'm buying a lot of books today.
Are you?
Like a lot. New fiction. Do you see it?
No.
You said it was blue?
Yeah.
I've read a book by this author, and I didn't like it.
You gave it 2 stars.
Oh, no. What genre?
This one is a science fiction horror.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready to find out. The 6th. Nick? Wait. Oh, Daniel Krauss.
Yes. 2 available in the store. There's only 2 in the store. Oh my god, we better hurry.
So, yeah, I didn't like Whale Fall.
Yeah.
But I get other people liking Whale Fall. And it's about to become a movie.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going to need my reading glasses. All right, let's get serious here.
Oh, that was fast. I was going to say it's kind of metallic, but it's not. It's just glossy.
Destiny cannot be implanted. It is a job.
Oh, I knew you could do it. Whoa, look at this cover.
Oh my.
That's sexy.
That's a bodice ripper.
Have you read The Odyssey? It's coming out as a movie. I feel like we should go see it. And look at all of the...
Yeah.
My goodness, there's so many options. This is going to be the fastest book haul you've ever seen from us. Because we're hot.
Ever. 9-year-old Cecilia is dispatched to investigate a rogue plague-riddled planet aboard a mutating sentient biomatter ship. She navigates a bizarre and hostile crew to uncover a terrifying planetary secret.
Ooh,
Sounds good.
sounds fun.
And it just came out on Tuesday.
On Tuesday. I just taught my mom that books come out on Tuesdays.
Didn't know that. Now I know.
Yeah. Hey, it's got an eyeball on it.
It does.
We're big on eyeballs here. Horror book, Muneka. I'm considering this for the Literally Dead Book Club next year. Tentacles and triathlons.
Really?
Yeah, for my tentacle vlog.
Tentacles and triathlon.
Literally Dead Book Club pick of July.
Eyeball.
Eyeball. And a bunny. We love bunnies around here. Dead but Dreaming of Electric Sheep by Paul Tremblay. This is heavy. It feels good. 2 romances that I'm excited about. Romantic Hero by Kirsty Greenwood and Trope Sick by Lauren Oakey. I've read from this author before, and I started this last night on audio to make sure I wanted to buy it before I bought it. And then this one wasn't really on my radar, but I feel like it sounds kind of like the other historical romance things that I've liked. Sometime This Century by Samantha Silva. Regency, thank you so much. I'm so hot. I need to leave.
Yep. Yep.
You'll see when I'm home. None of those books fit my challenges. Sorry, we had to cut that so short, but I was in a rush today. I had a lot of things on my errand list, and it's just way too hot. I think next time I'll get us the little mics and we can just speak directly into them, because then we can still have the air going. But anyway, for my shopping trip, I wasn't worried about hitting the challenges for the Buzzword challenge because I know that I have things here. And these are like the 40 books. I guess I should add my purchases onto there actually. I have a stack over here of books that like I know I'll read and I'm reading for a reason, and it's like already planned out. Like this is for a video. And these are now the 43 books that I have purchased this year. This is every book that I have hauled this year that isn't already set up for a specific video, and there's really not that many of those anyway. 40 something books. And I don't want to buy anymore until I have read a good chunk of these. Like this is too many, because I know I'm going through my TBR closet every single month, or every other month, and I'm getting through like 26 of those for sure, but I don't want to ignore or abandon the new things that I'm buying, and those haven't been slotted into videos. So I think for one, I'm going to do a vlog this month. I'm actually going to push off my tentacle vlog to August, and I'm just going to do a video this month where I'm reading like 5 brand new things that I want to read, some of my most anticipated releases. But for this video, we can also get through 2 of these. We can do it. For one, this right here accomplishes both of the challenges. I bought this recently. I'm excited to read it. I gave the first book in the series 5 stars. I gave the second book a 3, and this maybe will be a 4. That's just what I imagine. And it's metallic, it's gold, and it says the antiquarian's object of desire. Antiquarian, I imagine, is a career. Somebody who like collects, sells antiques, right? Because I feel like I've heard antiquarian used as just a word to describe something old, like, oh, that's antiquarian. An antiquarian is an aficionado of antiques or things of the past. More specifically, the term is used for those who study history with particular attention to ancient artifacts. Perfect. This fits both of the challenges. And so like, what do we do after this? Because last year with the Buzzword challenge, it was about finding one book every single month that fit both of the prompts. And then I could read whatever I wanted. And I chose like to continue in series, the Veronica Speedwell series, Magnolia Parks, Gideon the Ninth. So I could bring that back. Am I in the mood for those right now? Not really. I want to read something right here. I want to read something that I just bought. So the question is, do I find something on here that also fits a challenge? Because I could read Leave and Come Back, because you could say this is metallic, as in these bells are obviously gold. Maybe the cover itself isn't shiny, but it's a metallic element, which is the way I think a lot of people are taking that prompt. Do I pick another career, like The Examiner? Or wait, I didn't haul this year, did I? This came out of my TBR closet. Forget that one. That still belongs in my TBR closet. Count My Lies, Midnight Train, Ghost Fish. Oh, this one, Nanny. And I would say those are also gold elements. So I could just read 2 books that fit both the prompts. This has actually popped up in a lot of potential buzzwords, like if it's every single prompt, and I still haven't read it. Summer, teddy bear, bride, saint, human, honey, villain. It's actually not even July yet, so maybe one of these you actually already saw in my June wrap up. I'm trying to get ahead because I'm going out of town in just a couple days. I don't know what to do. So I guess what we do is we read this. Update, update, update. I did end up finishing one more book off of there, Sublimation, before the month ended, and I'm reading this. So I've just been sitting here right up against the window, staring outside because I'm waiting for a package. You know, when you're waiting for a package that's really important, you can't miss it. And it's like, I can't do anything else. The second I step away from the window, I'm like, did I miss it? It has nothing to do with anything you care about. It's a phone for Liam, but we're going out of town in like 48 hours. And I decided what a good time to switch over his phone contract. Well, it's because his other one was ending. And anyway, also just today, my brake lights went out. So they're definitely not going to let me cross the border, which is what I have to do in 2 days without brake lights. So Rob's going to have to swap those. He's at work. He said he'll grab them on his way home. So of course, everything's just a little bit chaotic right before we go out of town. And I'm going to read 2 books in the next 48 hours, and you're going to be impressed. I've gotten 30 pages into this, The Antiquarian's Object of Desire. I feel like I've already said that multiple times. And this, I definitely forgot what the synopsis was. Have I ever read this? I'm sure I did, but I forgot. It is fake hating, which is so fun. So we have these 2 characters, Amelia and Caleb, and they have been best friends since they were kids. But there was a moment semi-recently where he was comforting her after a loss. And somebody, you know, in this time period and with their jobs and with women not being taken seriously or given like the opportunity to have the same careers as men, somebody saw them in like a precarious situation hugging as she was being comforted and was like, you can't behave like that at work. You're going to lose your job. And so now they have to pretend to hate each other because they work together as professors, but they can't show any affection towards each other. In fact, they have to go the completely other direction, pretend that they absolutely despise each other so people don't suspect that they have anything romantic going on, because then she's at risk of losing her entire career that she's built. We're in the same world, of course, as the other 2 books in the series, but I don't think it's important to read. Like, they pretty much stand alone. Sure, maybe you'll understand better like the magic system by reading the other ones, but I barely think that that's necessary because we're in a totally different environment. Like, the first one is so much about birds and these magical birds, so just go into this knowing that there's magical birds. In here, they are tasked, very Veronica and Stoker-esque, with curating these objects for a museum. And there are these antiques that can hold magic, and they need to be the ones, it's actually a punishment to like put together these objects, figure out the magic that's within them, and like send them to a museum, make sure they're safe or whatever. And so they're being sent off into the country, which annoys both of them because they are city people and also they love their jobs and they love what they're doing. But here's the thing, this scenario they're going to be set up in, they're not going to have to fake hate anymore because there's nobody really like witnessing them. So it's like a close proximity, forced proximity situation. And finally, they're gonna have to reveal their feelings for each other because they've both been pining over each other since they were basically children, but have never admitted it. And the reason that they have this punishment going on is because they were fake hating each other so badly that they set off this like magical situation at work, and it caused some explosion, destruction, distraction, and now they're in trouble. I have a feeling this is going to be pretty plot heavy because it talks about on the back that they have to tackle deadly antiques, magical mayhem, rampaging ghosts. And so there must be a lot going on in here because especially since we already have the idea, literally 10 pages in, that they both like each other, I can't imagine we go the whole book and it ends with them admitting their feelings. Like, obviously we're going to have the typical friends to lovers trope where they don't want to risk their friendship, and also they're gonna constantly like misunderstand the other person and be like, no, she can't possibly be interested in me. I feel like maybe the book will let them get together like halfway through, but then there will be constant peril. That'll make it really action-packed and fun. I'm so excited to read this one. I can't even remember the second book or what I didn't love about it. It was just okay. And I'm hoping that even though this is not going to be a slow burn as identified by my shirt, that I'll still be on board because it's going to have the same like fun, tongue-in-cheek narration style that the first book did. I'm just so excited to get to know these characters, and I feel good about this one. I think it's gonna be a good one. Brief intermission for another golf montage. I like this place because it has a screen that tells you all about the hole, but it also tells me that I'm behind, and that doesn't make me feel good. Look how pretty it is here. I'm gonna use my 3-wood Oh, my 3-wood's still wrapped up. I'm gonna use my 5-wood, obviously.
That way.
This golf course is all hills. This hill is so steep.
6T, I see the sign now. We're past the sign, that's why.
Oh my god, this is scary. Look, there's marmots or gophers. I can't tell what they are. Tell them how much fun we're having.
So much fun.
Tell them how buff I am.
So buff.
I'm gonna get it in the sand, aren't I?
Yeah. There it is.
Look, I hit it almost in the sand, but not quite. Okay, I'm back. I've been listening to the audiobook on and off, trying to like live my life, but also get this book done. I'm having a great time, and I'm at 200 pages in, and this scene is about to get really juicy, so I thought I should update you. It's been exactly what I expected. Everything that they're encountering is exactly what I talked about. Their dynamic is exactly what I expected. This is just like a kind of comforting read. They're coming up against some barriers. There are reasons that they can't totally be together, but also their friendship and their commitment to each other is keeping them apart. But there have been so many like little touches. Like there was this one moment where he walked past her and like his fingertips grazed the bottom of her skirt. I was like, so now whatever we're about to get to, I'm gonna eat up. We've already had an only one bed moment. It didn't get steamy because they're just friends. We've learned that Amelia is the cousin of Devin, who was in the ornithologist book. So that's how these people are connected. And they're learning things about these magical objects and, you know, doing their jobs, blah, 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 but almost kissing. And the almost kissing is what I care about. And I think it's supposed to get really good. And I remember in the first book, I was saying I needed to get steamy, like I needed to be on page steamy, and it wasn't. It was more like kind of appropriate with what you'd expect from the genre and the time period. But I do wonder, because I can't really remember the second book, like I said, I wonder if the author has seen that feedback. Not me specifically, but like people, you know, wanting it to get juicier. And maybe we're gonna get it in this book. Because we just got this. And this feels momentous for some reason. Like he's about to admit his feelings. He can't hold himself back anymore. Also, he's a massive flirt. He flirts with everyone, including Amelia. And that's like my favorite love interest to read. Because then it's like, does he actually like me? Or does he just do this with all the girls? And he does do with all the girls. And it's just fun. And he's just like flirty, charming. Anyway. There are so many tropes in this book that I want to tell you about, but I don't want to ruin anything for anyone else. Actually, this isn't even a reveal. It doesn't matter. But like, I love when characters are authors or they love a thing, like a book, and then the love interest reads it secretly. This one, it's not even that big of a deal, but she was like, you've been reading my work. And he was like, there's nothing else to read. I'm so bored. Like, that's the only reason I picked up your book. I will say it's not as funny as the first book. That book was, I was laughing out loud and swooning at the same time. This isn't giving me quite that energy, but it's still very good. Like, there's no way this is going to be under 4 stars. I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to read the scene.
Summer rain on a window. Watch the time float on. Cool air blows a memento as I fall behind. I'm so sorry for dreaming about the future. Maybe I'll be better when we're old enough.
Their efforts were thwarted, but I don't care. That build up, that was good. That was good. As always, when it comes to a vlog where I'm only reading a couple books, I'm always thinking to myself, like, girl, you better find a lot to say. You better review your ass off. And do I ever really rise to the occasion? I don't think so. We're just here completing the challenge together. If you want to tell me what you're reading for the Buzzword challenge or what you already read, what you accomplished, I would love to hear about it. Any suggestions you have. Like, I just like posting these early in the month to get the community together, to remind them about the prompts. All that to say, I don't have much to say about this book. I gave it 4 stars for sure. It was an easy read. It's a simple plot. It's silly. It's kind of nonsensical. And I eat it up. I am wanting so badly to read India Holton's other series. I just can't get into it. So I need someone to tell me, is the romance the same vibe? Like, is it going to give me the same vibe, or is romance not the point of it? Because this series, I feel like maybe she wanted to write a lot of romance after that experience. And so like we really got 90% the dynamic between these 2 characters and the other 2 characters and the other 2 characters in their books. And at the end of this, we got a little bit of the ornithologist people, which was really fun. This had a kind of Disney tone to it in the way of people almost about to kiss but getting interrupted constantly, but it was like almost getting it on constantly. And I think some people could find that irritating. Like, either it builds the tension for you or it's just annoying. And I just had so much fun with it. I feel like he was a fun character, a golden retriever kind of character, obsessed with the main character. And that's what I want. That's what I need. That's what I love. And I just love following a woman in a time period, especially where she doesn't have full control over her life and she gets what she wants academically, career-wise. She gets the guy. Like, she's fighting so badly for something that other people tell her she shouldn't have. There was definitely plot, but it was just ways to get the characters in the same room together over and over again. Like, there was a moment where a kidnapping occurred and it was just always so fun. When something dangerous was happening, they were in peril, one of them would like sing a stupid, silly song from their childhood. And it just brought so much, I don't want to say levity to the book, because I think levity implies that there's already heaviness happening and we need moments of lightness. The entire book was light. The entire book was fun. There was a dirty talk moment, not to get back to the sexual exploits of this book. So sorry. Where am I at in my cycle? I'm like feral right now. Jesus. I don't like dirty talk moments typically. They cringe me out really badly. This one, they weren't even doing anything. They were just talking about what they wanted to do to each other. I feel like this is a new thing that I'm into. I feel like I've read this in a couple books recently where the couple like can't be together. And so instead they're being very explicit about what they would do if they could. And I have incredible news for myself. I don't know if it's for you because maybe you don't like when I read romance, but there was a book that I was unable to read for this video an hour ago. A book that I really wanted to read for the Buzzword challenge, but it doesn't come out until like the 3rd week of July. And I've been putting it on my lists of recommending to other people, but I didn't think I would get to read it myself. And then turns out somebody just messaged me. I haven't even looked at the Libro FM ALCs of the month, the early access to audiobooks that I so incredibly get from them. Somebody messaged me and they were like, Yes Chef is one of the Libro picks, and I died. So I already went on there. I tried to not look at everything else because I have a live show with my channel members in the morning where we look at all of the aardvark stuff of the month, book of the month, Libro FM for the first time together. It's really fun. I do it on the 1st of every single month. This is what I wanted to read because it has the career in the title, and I am just desperate for this book. Oh my God, the moon. It's a full moon. That's so pretty. If I try to film it, it's not gonna exude what I'm seeing. Here's the setup for Yes Chef. There's Poppy and there's Jack. Poppy's family runs this like restaurant legacy. They have all of these restaurants and she is the princess of the family. She sees it as nobody takes her seriously, and so therefore she doesn't even take herself very seriously. She has a job. She is an influencer and she does brand deals and she does sponsorships, but she talks down on that type of work as if it's frivolous, as if it doesn't have any thought that goes into it. But I think deep down she knows that it is effort and it's a real job and it obviously makes her money, but her parents are not proud of her and her sister is so much better. And she's just seen as this kind of trophy who's never going to amount to much. She's dating this guy at the beginning. He is on an NFL team. No, he's not. He's on an NBA team. He's pretty famous. She's pretty famous for being a part of this family, being an heir basically. And so people know her and they recognize her when she's out and about. And she ends the relationship with the basketball player. It's a very Legally Blonde moment. She thinks they're getting engaged. He's like, you're just an influencer. Like, you're not really anything. So she's reeling from all of that. Jack is a chef, and he works in one of the restaurants that her dad owns. And he just fired, her father just fired Jack because he's not the most reliable guy. He, I think, is also in a situation where people have told him he's not going to amount to much. And so he doesn't really believe in himself. And he's been in a lot of different foster homes in his childhood, and he's worked at a lot of different restaurants. And he knows that he's fucked up here and there. But so does every other chef and everyone who works in the kitchen. Like, they're all just kind of a mess of a genre of people. And so once he gets fired from this job, he's like, whoa, fuck, like I really fucked up. And I really wanted this job. Like, it's at a very high-end restaurant, and he realizes he should have taken it more seriously. And then he has this opportunity. He's left a restaurant that he used to work for. He now owns this kind of falling apart, unsuccessful restaurant, and that's in Florida. Meanwhile, the book is originally set, it kicks off in New York. So he's gonna go down to this restaurant, and if he does a really good job, he thinks maybe his old boss will take him back. And I don't know if that's going to be the point, or I imagine he's going to fall in love with his restaurant so much and just want to move there. And Poppy finds herself, I'm just at this point in the book, a couple chapters in, where everyone is judging her and thinking like this job doesn't take a lot of effort. And she's questioning herself. She lies and she's like, oh, I'm actually going with Jack to this restaurant, and I'm going to be the influencer who's going to like take it to the next level, and I'm going to be responsible for all of the marketing, and I'm really going to make it a thing. Jack doesn't know that. She just wants to like prove something to her family. So she's going to hop along this journey to Florida. She has nothing really going on anyway. Jack does see her as this princess, as this girl who doesn't really have to try that hard. He probably needs her, and he's going to want to teach her how to cook, and I think that'll be cute. My take on themed romances. So like if somebody is an athlete, or if the career is a big part of the book and you're giving us a setting that is specific and themed, I think then the steamy parts of the book have to involve that in some way. If they're playing sports, if we're gonna have a steamy moment, it should be like on the field. If we're doing an innkeeper romance, like they better be getting it on in the bed, in the inn. If we're gonna have a chef romance, they need to get it on in the kitchen. And I'm gonna be disappointed if in this book they're not like sweeping things across the kitchen counter and like making out in the kitchen. Okay, we have like smearing icing on each other's faces, or like there has to be something in there, in that world. So that's what I'm hoping for with this. He's spanking her with cutlery. Hi, sorry if this is your first impression of me. He's spanking her with cutlery. I'm 60% of the way into this book. The first 30% was the kitchen dynamic. Them getting to know each other, both not fully letting each other in, but like slowly developing a relationship and building the restaurant, like working together. He doesn't fully trust her vision. She is like, I know what I'm talking about. Also, let me help control the menu. And he's like, what are you talking about? And then the last 30% has just been, once they like got it on, they don't have any other interests, which is fine by me. But I'm ready to like bring it back because it's been like 3 scenes back to back. And I'm like, what about the restaurant? That's really my only update. My other update is also steamy adjacent, and it's that she had a sex dream about him, and I just really I like sex dreams in books. I think it's fun. I shouldn't have read 2 romance books in this video. I feel like there isn't very much substance here for you, but me, I'm having a great time. I've really had all the best intentions of finishing that book, but now I'm out and about. My kid's at a party. Rob and I just went to the beach. I just realized I'm totally dressed for Canada Day and I need to get home to my book. I guess I'm not gonna finish it until the morning. Like, we're leaving in the morning. This night has really gotten away from me. There's been some chaos happening, and also my camera keeps like putting a square here like it's focusing on a person who isn't here, and I don't like that. I already packed my tripod, so I'm gonna try to hold this really still. At least I don't have to hold the book up, because I don't own it. Oh no, where do I want to pop it? Oh God. As far as the audiobook, because this was provided as an ALC, I feel like I should review that quickly. I liked it. I don't think these are the most I don't want to say experienced voice actors, but I don't think any of their previous work I have listened to. And I thought they were fine. They sounded like kind of generic, didn't do anything special. As with a lot of male narrators, I don't like how they narrate the female character. It's just like kind of in a high-pitched, like whiny voice to me. And so I wish this was told in duet, I guess, so I wouldn't have to hear that. I don't think these characters got to know each other very well. There was even a moment where she was saying, like, I want to talk to him, but we don't really make time to talk. We're always just in bed together. And that was very evident with the scenes. Like, it was just a lot of steam, and it was pretty, like, generic, inoffensive. There was a lot of praise, if you're into that type of thing. I think I'm gonna land at a 3.5. Like, maybe I want to give it a 3.75. I think it's a 3.5. And I feel like most people would say it's between a 3 and a 4. If you're really into the bear, like, yes, this does give some of that energy. The man of the story is not necessarily nice and warm and inviting. I think that could turn some people off because he's not like nice to our main character. But there are lots of moments where she is putting herself down for her career and stuff, and he is uplifting her and telling her like that she is valid in what she's doing and that she shouldn't be so hard on herself. There's representation for ADHD in here with both of the characters, so I think a lot of people will appreciate that. I don't know that we needed so much like talking about it, like kind of explaining it to the reader and them kind of explaining it to each other. And as far as the vibes of the bear, there is opening a business, but it's not really like the behind the scenes of how the business functions or how they're making money or like the success of it. It is definitely honed in on their relationship. There's one scene that is high intensity where they're putting on service and people are coming to the restaurant, and that was fun. There were some good side characters, not super strong. There's a couple bits of conflict throughout the book, and it's not between them. It's things in the periphery that they're working through together, which is nice. And then there, of course, is a big conflict at the end. There's a bit of a blow up. I feel like it didn't really fit with the characters that we got to know because it was kind of immediately like, well, I'm out of here. Meanwhile, I don't think that character getting to where they were at would have made such rash decisions. I definitely don't know how realistic this was for a restaurant, especially like kind of fine dining, but that didn't add to my experience or take away from it. I liked all the kitchen stuff. I like reading about chefs, like the concept of how passionate. I just love watching someone be really passionate about something and really knowledgeable about something. So I had a good time. I'm glad I read 2 romances because the next week of my life is about to be spent reading horrific horror books. So I will see you next from Vancouver.